Opposition confidence in supply opposition. The Parliament of Pakistan is the federal and supreme legislative body of Pakistan. It is a bicameral federal legislature that consists of the Senate as the upper house and the National Assembly as the lower house. According to the Constitution of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, the President of Pakistan is also a component of the Parliament. The National Assembly is elected for a 5-year term on the basis of adult franchise and one man, one vote. The tenure of a member of the National Assembly is for the duration of the House, or sooner, in case the member dies or resigns. The tenure of the National Assembly also comes to an end if dissolved on the advice of the Prime Minister or by the President in his discretion under the Constitution. The Parliament meets at the Parliament House building in Islamabad, where debating chambers for both houses are present. Until 1960, the Parliament House was located in Karachi. The Parliament building in Islamabad was inaugurated on the 28th of May, 1986. Parliament Executive, Judiciary. The Muslim League of India had, since the middle of 20th century, demanded for a separate homeland on the basis of the two-nation theory. The British rulers realized that the Hindus and Muslims of India remained two separate and distinct nations and socio-cultural entities. The British rulers were left with no option but to eventually accept the demand of the Muslims of India. On 3 June 1947, Lord Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India, called the conference of all the leaders of the subcontinent and communicated to them his government's plan for the transfer of power. At that time, a notification was issued in the Gazette of India, published on 26 July 1947, in which the first Constituent Assembly of Pakistan was given shape with 69 members, including one female member. The state of Pakistan was created under the Independence Act of 1947. The Act made the existing constituent assemblies the Dominion legislatures. These assemblies were allowed to exercise all the powers which were formerly exercised by the central legislature, in addition to the powers regarding the framing of a new constitution, prior to which all territories were to be governed in accordance with the Government of India Act 1935. The first session of the First Constituent Assembly of Pakistan was held on 10 August 1947 at Sindh Assembly Building in Karachi. On the 11th of August 1947, Muhammad Ali Jinnah was elected unanimously as the President of the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, and the national flag was formally approved by the Assembly. On the 12th of August 1947, a resolution was approved regarding officially addressing Jinnah as Quaid-i-Azam. On the same day, a special committee called the Committee on Fundamental Rights of Citizens and Minorities of Pakistan was appointed to look into and advise the Assembly on matters relating to fundamental rights of the citizens, particularly the minorities, with the aim to legislate on these issues appropriately. On 14 August 1947, the transfer of power took place. Lord Mountbatten, Governor-General of India, addressed the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. The Quaid gave a reply to the address in the House, on which the principles of the state of Pakistan were laid. On 15 August 1947, the Quaid-i-Azam was sworn in as the first Governor-General of Pakistan. Mian Sir Abdur Rashid, Chief Justice of Pakistan, administered the oath of office from him. The Quaid remained in this position till his death on the 11th of September 1948. The foremost task before the First Constituent Assembly was the framing the constitution for the nation. On 7 March 1949, the Objectives Resolution, which now serves as the basic law of Pakistan, was introduced by the first Prime Minister Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan, and later adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 12 March 1949. On the same day, a 24-member Basic Principles Committee was formed to prepare a draft constitution on the basis of the Objectives Resolution. On 16 October 1951, Khan, the mover of the Objective Resolution, was assassinated and Khwaja Nazimuddin took over as the Prime Minister on 17 October 1951. The final draft of the constitution was prepared in 1954. By that time, Muhammad Ali Bogra had taken over as the Prime Minister. However, just before the draft could be placed in the House for approval, the assembly was dissolved by the then Governor-General Ghulam Muhammad on the 24th of October 1954. The Prime Minister was, however, not dismissed and was asked to run the administration with a reconstituted cabinet until such time as the elections were held. Maulvi Tamizuddin, President of the Assembly, challenged the dissolution in the Sindh Chief Court and won the case. The government in return went to the Federal Court, where the famous judgment was given by the then Chief Justice Muhammad Munir, according to which Maulvi Tamizuddin lost the case. Furthermore, according to the book, Nigel Kelly, The Objective Res.